Now then guys, how are we doing? Thank you for joining me again. So first of all, I just want to start off by saying we're going for a little bit of a shorter episode today. Today is just going to be about the awards and transfers, and we're going to have a chat, once that bit's done, about where we strengthen the team, what do we do. Now, it's fair to say that this season just gone has been an absolute catastrophe. Yes, we've done really well in Europe, but we didn't get any silverware. We were knocked out in the semi-final of the Betfred Cup, the semi-final of the Scottish Cup, and we lost on the final day of the season to Celtic to lose the league title. So, for me now, I think there's never been a better time to just completely overhaul the squad, try and bring in some even better players. We've got, £24 million to spend, but then when we start selling players on, we're going to have money to burn. Now, the biggest, obviously, catastrophe out of it all for last season was Stevie Centimar going to Newcastle on a free transfer. Shambles. I said that word a lot this season. That's probably the best word to describe this season, an absolute shambles. So yeah, we're going to start off with the awards, and then we'll have a chat about the squad. I'll leave it to you guys in the comments. Where do we strengthen? Who do we let go? Who do we keep, in all honesty? And then the next episode will be to the who's who of the team, because like I say, I would expect loads of transfers, and then we'll start the season and we'll go from there. So to rub salt into the wound then, the first bit of admin we've got is a record high points total for Hearts. So we got a record high and we still didn't win the league. This season has been an absolute joke, in fairness. You know, we lost 3 times all season. I think all three of those losses in fairness were in the last 10 games of the season, and it's cost us the league. Yes, there was draws in there. We should never have dropped points to the likes of Dundee and Kilmarnock, but it is what it is. It's over now. We start again. So players inducted to the overall best 11 then. We've got Gorey in goal, Clark, Finley, Sutar and Logan, Shalabar in the holding role with Devine, Irving and Byrne, and then Brown and Mitrovic up front. So Shalabar is the one that's been inducted to the team this time around. Lombardo, Saint-Amar and Ancora were also inducted into the substitutes, unfortunately not making it straight into the first team. So as far as the end of season review goes then, signing of the season was Kragul, and he's had a very good season if I'm honest. 15 starts, 13 goals, 5 assists and an average rating of 7.23. That is absolutely incredible. Adam Stewart also had a decent start for us when you look at it there. Joined us in January, 12 starts, 6 substitute appearances, 13 goals. Wowzer. We've done all right in the transfer market, I think it's fair to say. We have spent some serious money. You know, like 12.5 million on Adam Dahl was a lot of money, but a 7.08 rating from him. We've done some good business. Just unfortunately, Saint-Amar going was a bit of a poor one. When we look at the players at left then, Ibrahima Diallo, he didn't do bad for us. £35 million though. That's an incredible amount of money. It got a C rating from the board. This is mainly due to receiving a good transfer fee for the player as well as getting his salary off the club's wage bill. So not bad at all that. It was a season to remember then, as the Jambos finished the campaign in red hot form that propelled them into second place. It was a shocking season. We got a B- for that. We ended up finishing second, 2 points behind Celtic. And when you look there, 3 losses all season and we still didn't do it. And then Rangers only ended up being 6 points behind us. It's not great. In the Champions League, then we got a B. We're delighted. What a campaign that was. To finish in 3rd place with the likes of Man City, Sporting and PSG, to get out of that group was incredible. We then use that momentum to get into the Europa League. We get knocked out by Milan. We get a B+ for that. We get all the way to the semi-final. We get beaten. Home and away 2-0 is what it is. Not ideal. In the Scottish Cup, we're knocked out in the semi-final by Celtic. We get a C- for that. And in the Betfred Cup, we get a C. We finished runner-up. Absolute jokes. I actually didn't realise that we got to the final. That's how long ago it seems like we got there. And we drew 1-1 and we went out on penalties. I recall now. How did I forget? So our biggest win then was a 7-0 victory over Dundee. The match to remember was a 3-1 victory over Celtic. And the goal of the season was scored by Marta Rana in a 4-0 victory over Dundee United. As far as the club reputation goes then, we're still a national side. 3.5 star. Not ideal that we haven't made that step up, especially with the season that we've had. But I would imagine we'll continue to climb up the European Reputation League. I'd imagine, see where we end up this season coming. Annual revenue then, we lost a hell of a lot in broadcast revenue. We got 1.53 million this season, and last season we had 4.56 million. Not ideal. Shirt sales then, Dahl was the number 1 selling shirt, number 8. Mitrovic, number 13 in second. Team rating wise there, team performances all season. Gorey made 63 appearances. Wow. So manager awards then. For the 5th year on the bounce now, I want to say I've won the Writers' Manager of the Year and the Scottish Football Manager of the Year. Plenty of Managers of the Month there as well. Club Awards, Fans Player of the Season was Reece Devine. Young Player of the Season was Reece Devine as well. Signing of the Season we've already spoken about was Vlada Kragul. Goal of the Season was Marta Rana. Top goal scorer was Mitrovic with 27 goals. Most assists was Miss Clark with 18. Most Player of the Match awards goes to Reece Devine with 11. Highest average rating is Devine with 7.5. And most passes completed per 90 minutes was 58 by Rinomota. Rinomota absolutely pulls the strings. Competition awards then, Lombardo gets PFA Young Player of the Year. He also gets Writers Young Player of the Year as well, that's good. And like I say, Scottish top goal scorer ends up being Mitrovic. We've had some record breakers there as Mitch Clark registers 18 assists for the season. Gorey gets 34 clean sheets. Wowzer, Stefano Gorey take a bow. Most Player of the Match awards goes to Reece Devine. That's another record broken. Worst discipline is Fanady. 25 yellows and 1 red card. That guy needs to learn how to time a tackle, obviously. Highest transfer fee paid was £10.5 million for Doyle. And Diallo was the highest transfer received at £30 million. Should be 35. And that is the season review then. So as far as our attacking efficiency goes, we're aggressive and clinical. And we're impenetrable as a defensive unit, which is good. Club vision and season expectations then. So this season, they expect us to qualify for the Europa League. I can't believe this. You know, end of this season, my contract expires. And then we just need to qualify for the Champions League. 28-29 season is to challenge for the title. And then just keep doing that. There's nothing being said about winning a title. I suppose that takes a little bit of pressure off. I'm going to accept that straight away. Squad dynamics update then. Let's have a look. So I've got no issues within the team. Team cohesion is very good. Club atmosphere is very good. And managerial support is also very good. Top influencers. I've only got 2 players that have no real opinion of us. Everyone else supports, which is a very good place to be. Social groups then. Stuart is the only player that isn't in any social group. But that's just because he joined us in January. And that is what it is. End of season team meet. And then I'm going to tell the guys, like it or not, we are going to win the league next season. I don't even think that's an option. I genuinely don't think that's an option. It's been a long season. I hope you all have a good break. You're going to need to come back fully refreshed because I'm aiming to finish in the top half next season. No chance of my saying that. I want to take a few moments to mention that over the off-season we'll be looking to bring in some new faces into the squad that fit in with the club's objectives. Competition for places will be tougher as a result. I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say I'm aiming to challenge for the title. They're fine with that. After a good show this season, I'll also be aiming to reach the last stages of the Champions League. I think it's worth saying in this one, we've put on a good show last season, so I'll be expecting us to give a good account of ourselves in the Champions League, and they're fine with that. That's exactly the sort of reaction I was after. Go and enjoy your holidays, and I'll see you when you get back. So the new season team report then is that our most notable strength is that we're an aggressive team who tend to channel it well. Not too many red cards to say that we kick lumps out of people for 90 minutes. Notable weaknesses, better depth would be useful up front, so we need to potentially look out for a striker. And there's not a great deal of quality depth outside the first team. I don't think that's necessarily true. We certainly haven't got anything in the reserves anyway, but I think we've got a little bit of depth there. McBride issues season injury report. He was our most injured player this season. Martirana with 6 injuries. The longest injury though was Matty Longstaff, who was out for 6 months with a damaged cruciate ligament. He'll be gone. He did not feature. Like, that injury just wrote him out of our team, in fairness. And the team bugger off on holiday. Apparently I'm being linked with the Real Betis job. Let's decline that. We're not interested. Saint Amar gets a cheeky goal bonus before he leaves. Celtic do the double. They could also do the treble, in fairness, as they have that cup final against Hibs as well. So the Scottish Cup final then, Hibs against Celtic. Come on, Hibs. It's too late now. Who cares? Celtic, go for the treble. We don't want Hibs winning everything. What am I talking about? And Celtic get the treble. 3-0 victory over Hibs. Good riddance. And in the playoff for the Premier League, Falkirk win on penalties, so Falkirk will join us next season. So here we go again, just adding insult to injury. Hart records highest points total without winning the league title. Jokes, thanks for that. Divine sets new average rating record. We'll just cruise our way through this. So Andy Irvine and Charlie Allen will be leaving us. Hart staff contract set to expire. We'll sort that out later on. Financial fair play period. We made a profit of £104 million. That's not bad. We've been hit with a tax bill of £5 million. We've got £1.5 million coming in from club memberships. We know about the finances already. We're going to go all in with the recruitment. We'll go for world recruitment. Yes, that's certainly the way to go. Sugawara's been called up to the World Cup finals. And we've got Nahu Chavez. Where's he at? New York City. Right then, guys, so with that in mind then, where are we going to strengthen? You know, when we look at the squad depth, where do we need to strengthen? Mitrovic up front with Brown and Stewart. Clark obviously went out on loan. He's done nothing, so he'll be going this summer. Up front, we've got Mitrovic, Brown, Stewart. Obviously, St. Amar going is a joke, and then we'll try and get somebody else in there. I think at least one 4-star striker would be lovely. Out on the left-hand side, we've got Divine and Martirana. We've also got Del Vigo. He'll probably go, if I'm completely honest, if we can get a relatively good offer in for him. In the middle of the park, though, we've got Chalobah, Milicevic, and Rinomhota. I'm quite happy with that. If I can get another 4-star player in there, then I'll use Chalobah and Rinomhota deeper, and then have Milicevic and somebody else in the midfield. Out on the right-hand side, we've got Kragul, Adam Doyle, and Sugawara. Probably want someone else to challenge in there, even though we spent big money on Doyle. He is a quality player, don't get me wrong, and he's only going to get better. Those arrows obviously don't make him look as good as what he is, but he's got 7 caps for Scotland already, and I was all about bringing in a Scottish international. We already spoken about that defensive midfield role, as I reckon Rinomhota and Chalobah will fill that nicely. Out on the left-hand side, then we've got Divine and Hendricks and Logan. On the left-hand side, then I've got Divine, Hendricks, Logan, and Mitch Clark, who can all play there. Very good players. On the left-hand side, I don't think we'll do anything with. In the centre of defence, apparently Chalobah is my best central defender. He will not be playing there. So I've got Hendricks, Souttar and Lombardo as my 3 defenders. I definitely need a 4-star defender at least there. Out on the right-hand side, we've got Fanady and Logan. Further down that way, Fanady is very good and he's only going to get better as well. 20-year-old, you know, he's got a lot more to give. A lot more to give. And then in goal, we've got Gorey and Youngdahl. Now, Gorey, every single season, goes without saying, let's get a better keeper than Gorey. Let's move him on. Now, he's good. He is good. He's 30-year-old and he's in his prime. But I think now there's probably better goalkeepers out there and there's a real opportunity for us to cash in. We're only paying 9k per week for him as well. That is absolutely crazy. When you look at our squad and what we're paying for some salaries, Chalobah's the highest paid player per week at 17.5 grand. Mitrovic is only on 13.5. So, you know, there's some possibilities. Chalobah's also my most expensive player. Divine's up there. Charlie Brown, 12.75. Charlie Brown, stats-wise, isn't great. When you look at that, he's poor in fairness, but he scores goals for fun. And he definitely does it in the SPL anyway. Decent season for us this season with 15 goals. Quite a poor season last season by his own standards. 8 goals, that was it. So yes, that is where we are. So I want your thoughts. What do we do? Where do we improve? Who stays? Who goes? And all that. And next season, we've got to win the league. We've got to win the league. If we don't win the league, that could be it for me. We've got to do it. We've been close 2 years on the bounce. You know, we won the league 3 seasons ago now, and it's just not good enough. So that's the plan. Let me know in the comments what we're going to do, and I'll look to implement it before the next episode. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Ta-ra.